Good day, wonderful viewers. Welcome to another episode of Agriculture Series. My name is Dr. Nyalebayo Francis, and I shall be your host for this episode. Today, we shall be considering a topic titled Sodium Bicarbonate Supplementation in Poultry. Sodium bicarbonate is nothing but your regular sodium baking soda. Now, baking soda is not exactly the same thing with baking powder, so that you won't make the mistake. Baking soda is sodium. What you essentially have in baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. But in baking powder, what you have in baking powder is sodium bicarbonate. Sodium baking powder is sodium bicarbonate plus acid. That is what you have in your baking powder. So that's the difference between the two. Now, sodium bicarbonate as a compound is it is highly soluble in water. It is highly. When you say something is highly soluble in water, it means that it readily dissolves in water. So since it is so highly soluble in water, it can be given both via water and via feed. Now, what are some of the benefits of sodium bicarbonate in poultry? Benefits. The number one benefit is heat stress alleviation. Poultry generally lack sweat gland, and they are always covered with their feathers. During heat period, poultry cannot lose heat like other humans. They cannot lose it by way of sweating like humans and some animals. So the only way they can lose the only way they lose it is by panting. They lose it by panting. When the weather becomes terribly hot, they lose it by panting. And panting will only bring a form of relief to them for a very short period of time. After which, it becomes very how do I put that, very detrimental to the body. During panting, what is lost, and panting is nothing than when you see birds opening their mouth and breathing heavily, like you begin to, that is panting. And you see them extending their two wings to allow for fresh air to get very close into their body, their feathers. Now, during panting, two or three things are actually lost during panting. You have excess heat, like I mentioned earlier. You have water vapor. Then you have carbon dioxide. Now, this is actually a desirable effect of panting. Water vapor. Since water can easily be replaced, they can actually drink from the water that is being provided for them in the bed. This might not really cause serious harm to the body. But you see, this carbon dioxide loss is really dangerous. It's it has a negative effect on the body. So because when carbon dioxide is excessively lost as a result of panting, there is a fall in the plasma pH. Dioxide is excessively lost as a result of panting. There is a rise in the blood plasma pH, leading to respiratory alkalosis. Now, for farmers, for laymen, you don't need to bother yourself with this complex word. It's actually a professional word. But just know that planting causes excessive loss of carbon dioxide. But um, bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate provides a carbonate replacement. Bicarbonate ion. When you supplement with sodium bicarbonate, produce it's a ready source of bicarbonate ion, which replaces the lost carbon dioxide during planting. If you don't know what okay, during planting, which is okay. Number two. Now let's quickly talk about the number two benefit of supplementing this. Number two, it improves eggshell quality. Now, sodium bicarbonate is a ready source of bicarbonate ion, which is this particular ion is essential for eggshell formation. So, and sodium bicarbonate is a ready source of this particular of bicarbonate. Number three benefit of feeding sodium bicarbonate is that it regulates electrolytes, it regulates um, blood pH. Then number four, it improves nutrient absorption along the GIT. Now, sodium bicarbonate optimizes the condition along the GIT, and indirectly it enhances the absorption of nutrients along the GIT. I'd like to quickly address this before we bring this particular episode to a close. Don't say because sodium bicarbonate is beneficial to your flock, you just go ahead and begin to feed it in or give it via feed or water in excessive quantity to the birds. It can actually harm them. So you need to consult your poultry veterinarian, your animal scientist, or your poultry nutritionist so that they can advise you properly on how best, as in the dosage, the quantity of sodium bicarbonate that you can give to your flock. Thank you very much for watching. I believe we have gained one or two things from this particular episode. Do us a favor by liking, sharing, and commenting on our post so that we can impact a larger audience. We also follow us across our different social media platforms. Thank you so much for watching.